And I'm joining my first guest, Josh Gallagher, right here, right now. What's good, man?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for being on the show. I appreciate it, man.
Man, it's good to talk to you guys. Thanks for having me back. How you guys been? You been good? What?
Yeah, man. Been pretty good, man. And happy for you. You got a song out just recently, Bright
Yes, sir.
Side, and just came out a few days ago. I think this past Wednesday. Um,
Yep, Wednesday. That's right.
Yeah, this past Wednesday, it is available on all digital music platforms. And big shout out to Anna Castle and the good people of Core for
Oh, that's right.
booking these interviews throughout the month. And I'm happy to have you on. We'll get to, matter of fact, let's just dive right into it. To this song, Bright Side. It's got
Yeah, come on.
a relationship. I'm getting like a relationship nice analogy in some of this. so,
Yeah,
so so in your own words, man, talk about White in this song. How did it came to be?
man. It was this song was kind of weird. Not weird as far as like writing it. Like once we actually got our heads wrapped around what we were actually doing, it kind of wrote itself. But um, so now, man, I wrote this song. I wrote this song for my wife, and every time I play it out, and I've played it out, before the release so far, I've always told people, you got your, if you got your significant other beside you, uh, pull them in close because I mean, everybody in this world has a bright side, whether they realize it or not, whether it's in themselves or it's 90% of the time. At least for me, it's in my wife is my bright side. She's my better half. You know what I mean? So I wrote this song. I wrote the song for her about that, but the way that we got on the song was kind of weird. I actually showed up to the right that day. I showed up about 10 minutes late, and the guys were in the room. A couple of buddies of mine, Dan Alley, who's a writer on it, John Caldwell, he's a writer on it. We call him Hip Hop. Little shout out, Hip Hop. Uh, and Mark Addison Chandler, they were in there, messing around with some different ideas and some guitar parts and guitar licks and different things like that. And Dan started playing that the guitar part that you hear at the beginning of the song, that weird, eerie, kind of dark and mysterious guitar part. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but we're writing that. I don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna write it. So this song started. This song literally started with a groove on a guitar and just kind of set the mood for the whole rest of the song. And I was like, I can't remember exactly who said it or what was said, but um, somebody in the room mentioned they were like, it could started off. I was like, man, that was so dark and eerie. I was like, that's awesome. I was like, we're writing that. And then somebody we were messing around with different ideas, and one of the other writers was like, well, what if the song was called like, what if it was a song called Bright Side? And then I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Then my brain started moving on it, and so did everybody else's. Once we got everybody on the same page, it was kind of like, oh, okay, so here's what the song needs to be. Let's write a song called Bright Side over top of this really dark and eerie guitar melody, and throw analogies in there to honor the bright side of things. So like a miner mountain deep needs a way out, like a ship lost at sea needs a lighthouse, that kind of stuff. So it's all analogies throughout the whole entire song. Um, like the buzz from the burn of the moonshine, that kind of stuff. And once we started moving on it, we actually wrote it. We probably wrote it in like an hour and a half. Like we were done. We showed up. We were supposed to write at 11 that morning, so I got there at 11:10. We were done by like 1:30. Once we actually started moving on it, yeah, it wrote itself in about an hour and a half. That was one of those writes where they sometimes just fall out of the sky right in front of your face. Other writes you kind of got to really dig in and work and rack your brain at, and then you're mentally exhausted afterwards. And I think we actually started on another song after this one that same day. We were like, well, screw it, we're here, so let's start writing another song. So that's kind of how that one came to be. But no, I absolutely love this song, man. It's something completely different than I've put out so far. And I tell people, they're like, explain Brightside before it came out, right? So like, what's it sound like? I was like, well, it's a little bit Eric Churchy, which is cool for me because I'm a big Eric Church guy. But it's got this big high soaring, pretty melodies over top of this dark, mysterious, musical thing. It's really cool, man, and I absolutely love it. It's different. It sounds different than anything I've put out so far. It's a little bit more broken down. It's more simple than a whole lot of the other stuff that I have out so far. So I'm excited about it, man. I really, really am. It's my new favorite. I've got a lot of texts and a lot of DMs and people saying, and fans saying that this is their favorite so far. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can, keep the train moving forward with this one.
Oh, absolutely. Analogies and the eerie feel of it. Definitely Eric Churchy-esque, per se.
Yeah, right.
I like Eric Church. I'm a fan of the guy. Profound
Yeah, me too.
respect. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm a big Eric Church fan too. That's all.
Yeah.
When I got off of The Voice in 2016, Eric Church came out with his Eric Church signature Gibson Hummingbird Dark, and I've always wanted a Hummingbird. So when I got off of The Voice in 2016, I was like, okay, I found one and I bought it. So that's the guitar I play all the time.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Bright Side, Josh Gallagher. This is his latest single. Just came out this past Wednesday. It is available on all the digital music platforms. It's having a huge, good response to it thus far. So keep that same energy and keep streaming it. Go purchase it. Support this song. And if you're able to, tell your local stations to play it too.
There you go. Yeah, I like that.
Spread the word for sure. This is definitely an amazing song. I definitely enjoy it. I played it for the first time just minutes before you called, and
right.
And I listened to it couple times this past week just to get a feel for the song, and then I played it here on these airways. I'm like, man, this is a really, really good song. I mean, Josh hit another home run with this one. So,
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
So go support this song and go support Josh and all these incredible, talented, local and independent musicians, man. Even with, we all starting to see the bright side in 2021, no pun intended.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Everything that's happened last year with this pandemic and live music was put on hold, and now it feels like we're starting to see things get some signs of normalcy. And you being in a performer, being at home, waiting and wondering if you're ever going to get back on the stage again. What's your mindset now? Little over 3 months in to 2021, and we're starting to get some, live music back, really, really going. Like how do you feel as far as getting back on that stage in the future?
Man, I'm excited. From not playing a show. The last show that we played was the end of February of 2020, and we had our whole tour booked for that year, and it got swept out from underneath us, just like every other musician and band and act out there. But it's been tough. I think we're through the brunt of it. We're starting to see, like you said, no pun intended, we're starting to see the bright side of this whole pandemic, start to come back to a little bit of normalcy. But man, I'm excited to get back on a stage, and Nashville's opening back up here a little bit, so we've been able to play some shows here downtown, doing some Broadway stuff, playing some cover gigs, which is great. I don't have a problem doing that because after a year of not playing music, I just want to jump on a stage and play. I don't even care if it's covers or our own music, but I just want to play damn music. You know what I mean? It's been pretty boring not playing music for this long. But we have a lot of stuff in the chute, and we got a lot of stuff coming out this year. Basically took 2020 and stockpiled and wrote my ass off for this year. So we have a whole lot of music to release and some more big news coming up towards the end of the year. But but I'm just excited to get back on a stage, man. I really miss my fans the most. I was actually talking to my wife, Lindsay, and we have a little private show coming up here on the 17th in Reidsville, North Carolina, at Penrose Park Country Club. And we're just taking our little trio, our drummer, steel player, me on acoustic, and, we'll all sing and do that. But it's probably only about 100, 150 people, but it's still something. It's still a show, it's still something out of town on the road that we can go play. And Lindsay's, we're leaving Saturday morning to go there on the 17th, and she's going to jump in with us and go. And she said that she's like, I'm excited to go because I haven't been to a show in forever, let alone whether it be one of my shows or Kenny Chesney concert or Eric, whatever, any one of her favorite artists, And she was like, it's going to be nice to sit there and watch you guys be on stage and play and perform like you used to, and like I used to be able to go watch you guys all the time. So I know she's excited, and it kind of put it in perspective for me. Like, people miss it. Pardon my French, but people miss this shit. They miss it so much, and I think people right now are just kind of chomping at the bit, waiting for all this whole vaccine stuff to kick in and the whole mask mandate nationwide to get go out the door so we can get back to going to shows and going to concerts and supporting live music again. So I'm excited. I can't wait to get back out there. We have several shows that we have on the books for this year, and they're hopefully going to keep continuing, to get booked more and more as we get into the fall. So I can't wait, man. I'm excited. I miss meet and greets the most, to be honest with you, just to be able to see my fans and hang out and BS with them for a little bit before or after the show, whatever, So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Gotta love the intermissions and just be at the bar and coming off on an incredible set and mingle with the fans a bit. Those.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Those were the times that 2019 definitely feels like a long time ago when we all used to do that. Literally,
it still don't even feel like 2021.
Yeah, so it's like, man, COVID-19 is no joke. What's most important thing is everyone is safe, family, friends, loved ones, fans, etc. And that's the number one thing. The quicker that more people get vaccinated or whatnot, then maybe within the summer or so, the restrictions just start to get a little lifted a little bit more. So we'll see. Keep your fingers up, crossed and everything, and hope for the best. And so you mentioned you got some shows on the way if things do hold up per se. And right now it feels like you're definitely focusing on promoting Bright Side. So I'm happy to have you on to promote this song. I also want to talk about you being with Core, with Anna Castle. Shout out to her.
Right.
Being that independent artist that you are, a local artist, definitely crucial. It's definitely important to get that support system. Someone that's really gonna push your music out there. What's it like to have a PR like Core and people like Anna giving you that assist and helping you getting shows out, getting interviews out, just getting your name out there? What's that feeling like?
Man, it's great. It's nice to know that you have somebody in your corner, or a company rather in your corner, that is gonna make sure that you get the most out of every single thing that you have coming up, whether it be an interview like this one, or whether it be a tour or a show or a new single or a new album. It's good to know that you have somebody in your corner that is that first of all believes in you, because a lot of people, especially in Nashville, will say, "Oh yeah, we believe in you, and we really think you're good," or this or that, and then you won't hear from them ever again. So it's nice to be able to have that support system, and I love everything that Core does, and Don and Kerrigan and Anna and Veronica, everybody over there, they're absolutely awesome. So it's really I feel very fortunate, to be honest with you, man, because I didn't whenever I started working with them, I wasn't like I didn't know a whole lot about PR or anything like that, and they found me playing at a little bar here in Nashville called Belcourt. Yeah, Belcourt Taps, and I was playing over there, just a little songwriter thing, and I started talking with them a couple weeks later, and now here we are, and they've helped me out a lot over the past several years, you know. So I'm very, very grateful. It's good to have somebody like that in your corner, and I'm glad it's them, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Core. Shout out to all the artists representing in them, and go. And for more info on Josh, you can check out his website at jgmusic.net. That's jgmusic.net. All the merch is on there. All the music, everything is on there. And,
Yep.
you know, please go buy the merch. Go buy the music. Go buy all that. Keep that support coming. Definitely will appreciate you for that. Bright Side, go stream that song. Stream the heck out of it. And when you get done with it, you know, spread the word. You know, the thing about good music is that people like to keep it to themselves. And that's not nice. That's not kind. You know, if you spread good music to your family, to your peers, and to others, man, it'll be infectious. It'll be contagious. So please go purchase and promote this song "Bright Side" from Josh Gallagher. It is out on all digital music platforms. Go support it, man. Josh, great having you on the show. Thank you so much for the for being on the show, man, and continued success. More importantly, be safe, and I look forward to hopefully meet you one day, especially when restrictions starts to get a little bit more loosey a bit. But thanks for your time, man.
Oh yeah. Oh man, no problem, dude. I appreciate you having me on, and y'all take care. Everybody who's listening out there, thank you guys so much for all your support and love. I love every single one of you. Yeah, I will. I'll catch you guys back on here. We'll have to do this again some other time. Thanks for having me on, dude. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.